And we're live. I just thought I'd show off the background for a couple seconds there. Because,
yeah.
Rick made it.
I thought I should start humming the Yo Canada tune. And I didn't.
I think you didn't. Well, you were also, because you're out of this, we're both out of the stream, it wouldn't have taken our audio.
Yeah, that's true.
But hello, Mr. Blue. Hey, wait, Mr. Blue is no longer Mr. Blue Sky, or he's back to Mr. Blue.
Maybe he got his promotion back. I don't know.
There you go. He's yelling at us, though, now, because it's all caps. Not that I'm arguing with it. I like it. But anyways, welcome, everybody, to another episode 36 of Canadian Brick Builders, which is 50% Canadian, 50% American right now.
Yeah.
So hopefully more people will join in. I know Dave Cowdice said he's doing something with trees, setting them up. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
We also have Eric Sith in the chat. So hello to you.
Hello.
So yeah, we'll kind of start talking about what we've been working on, and hopefully other people join in. And if not, then we'll get some news really quick, and maybe it'll be a shorter stream. Who knows? Or Jeff and I can just think of stuff to talk about.
We're pretty good at talking about stuff.
We are. So, anyways, I'm not even going to go full screen because we're pretty big already on these screens. So
yeah, I mean we're good.
What you working on?
What am I working on? I started a rover, and that's as far as I got.
I like the chassis. You sent a picture of it the other day. It was pretty cool.
I got some spots on there that I can do some more greebly things to it, and do something down the middle here so it's not all, like that.
Yeah.
But snuck in some yellow on the bottom for the throwback to classic-y, spacey stuff. So
yeah, we do have someone else joining in.
Oh man, it's this guy.
Hello and welcome to Movie Phone.
I miss that. I miss calling that number.
I know.
Do you?
If you know the name of the movie you'd like to see, press 1 now. Otherwise...
Did you guys... Oh, he froze, too. That was kind of weird.
That
happened on Movie Phone, too. It would freeze. No. Did you guys... Was that Movie Phone service in the States as well? Jeff? You dial a number, and it was basically... It would tell you what...
Oh, yeah, Movie Phone. Yeah.
Movie Phone,
so... When I lived in Kingman, we didn't have Movie Phone, and that's when we were watching Seinfeld. So the Seinfeld episode from Movie Phone came on, and that was hilarious to me once my mom explained to me what it did, and I was like, this is the greatest comedy bit of all time.
I can type with no hands.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it did like when we got older and stuff, like me and the buddies that we used to hang out at this dude's house because whatever, that's what you did when you're in your early 20s and had no point to go. His phone number was very close to the cable company.
You got it. There it is.
That's hilarious.
What are the odds that we get a B and an S on either side of me?
It was all part of the plan.
It was, apparently. Sorry.
To make a long story longer.
Go for it.
No, sorry.
No, it's okay.
They'd call up asking for the cable company, and we would just start being the cable company. Because we were those guys. We would tell them, hey, you need to, dial this number instead. Oh, okay. And they call immediately back, and we'd just be like, we told you, and here we are. So,
what's your address? We'll send someone out in about 3 weeks.
Oh, you got a problem with your cable? Okay, well, it got even more fun when we got caller ID because we were able to... Anyway.
Oh, geez, that's just funny. So, yeah, apparently we're doing lots of BS now.
We're just full of BS today.
We are. So,
I mean,
so hey, Jeffs, right. How you guys doing?
We're good, Rick.
Yourself, Rick?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
Yep.
So were you finished talking, Jeff, about...
Oh, yeah, I was done. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm done.
All right. And we'll allude back to what you're going to do tomorrow a little bit later in the stream.
Sounds good.
Okay. Mr. Brickham, what are you working
on? I've had a very, very minimalistic week and a half, with the exception of joining you fine folk last Wednesday on the show.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Blue. Just to confirm, the sound is coming from the microphone?
It is.
Great. I had to change it again, so it looks like it's defaulting to webcam. It's fine.
So I did give you. Oh, StreamYard now has that sharing team member thing.
Right.
So I think if you log out of StreamYard
And log back in.
and log back in as yourself, I think that will probably fix.
Perfect, because that means I can comment then, and it won't be coming
It won't
from
be me. Yeah.
right.
Yeah, because I didn't type a thing, but
I know. Hi everyone. Oh, that's awesome. Well, it's telepathy, right? You worked through me.
I did. Yes.
So other than that, I did build one thing. Brickham's Den audio is fine. Excellent. Thank you. I did build one thing, and that was the Contra build.
Yes, that looks amazing. Hold on, I'm just going to add someone else in here who is apparently working on. I thought you were setting up wood. I've been setting up trees.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, okay. Hey, Dave.
Nice to see you, Dave.
Nice to see everybody here.
Rick, have you got a picture of that Contra, or that you can
Yeah,
share,
I do.
or?
Let me just pull that up right now.
Yep. You can share.
Yeah, I'm not sure Dave saw it, so we'll see here. Mox. It was again digital, but I just was I threw it together and like, what's that?
I said, "How dare you?" No.
How dare you? You're not a real Lego builder. I threw it together in 3 hours, so
Yeah,
I didn't really have time to hunt for parts. 1 second, let me find it. Talk amongst yourselves.
Sure. And you know what's really funny now? I'm gonna kick Dave out for a second, because if I kick Dave out, just hold on, Dave. If I kick Dave out, oh no, I want him to be in the BS corner. There we go. There, that's now our BS corner. Yeah.
I'm in the BS corner.
So, Dave, you got your tree up? You were saying? It's a little early for Christmas, isn't it?
No, it's never too early for Christmas.
Josh wanted to put up the day after Halloween, so we told him it had to be after Remembrance Day.
Remembrance Day, yeah, which is I think the correct thing. I mean, I've seen so many people doing stuff before, but I have to say, in Peterborough, we have two. I listen to pop music, like top 40, because I'm that kind of guy. I listen to every type of music, but I tend to listen to a couple of stations here in Peterborough that are top 40.
Mm-hmm. And
November 12th, I put it on the one station, Christmas music. Okay. Christmas music. Continuous 100% Christmas music on that station. So I jumped to the other one. Christmas music. I'm like, really? Like, what am I supposed to listen to now?
Yep. Okay, I'll share my screen.
Yep, for sure.
And I will pick the one that we're actually on, because then I can move it over. So I'll now move this over. Now I can't see you now, so you let me know when you've got it on screen.
You can see it. We're good.
All right. So I don't know if anybody here is familiar with the game Contra.
That was a gorgeous build, by the way.
Thank you.
It was a very gorgeous build. I have to say, I've never actually played the game.
Oh, right. Okay.
Not to my knowledge. What platform was it on?
Nintendo. Yeah, it was arcade / Nintendo. Oh gosh, now you're gonna get like one of those whoa screens. I'll stop sharing. Yeah, stop sharing. So it was on Nintendo, but it also went sort of multi-platform eventually. So,
yeah, okay.
But I played both in the arcade and on Nintendo, and it was awesome in both. So.
Yeah.
Spreadshot. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, going back to the music thing, I luckily just got a new car, so it has XM Sirius radio for 2 years or 3 months. So at least I have that to listen to in the car, or I can just Apple or YouTube Music or whatever. But anyway, Rick Albrecht's count, you do have an invite to the chat if you want to join in.
2 Jeffs, 2 Ricks, and a Dave. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, and technically we could add another Jeff if he really wants to join.
We could actually add another Jeff.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah,
the wolf is like dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
Up next, we've got 3 Jeffs, 2 Daves, or 3 Jeffs, 2 Ricks, and a Dave.
Just a Dave. So we can't sing the song "These Are the Daves I Know" because there's only one Dave.
That's right.
This is true.
These are the Jeffs.
There's no plural of Daves.
Although David Sensiers did say, as I'm talking about it, as I'm talking. Yeah.
The thing I remember about Contra was it was basically Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger in video game form fighting xenomorphs, and I was like, you know what, I have no problem with this.
Yes, exactly. The front cover, you could clearly see it was a xenomorph. Like, it was, and Arnold Schwarzenegger for sure. Like, he was Bill And then Lance, I guess, would have been Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
It was a great game. Great game.
It really was.
I missed it.
Well, you can play it again.
I only had a
Around.
Commodore 64, so yeah.
Oh, actually, that's what I played Spy Hunter on.
Yeah, I
The
played
Commodore
Spy Hunter
64.
religiously.
Me too.
Apocalypse, Jumpman.
Speaking of
Also
Commodore
did it.
64, Dave, I have
wow.
a package here for you from Janie.
Yes, I heard.
I have 2 bins of Commodore 64
clever
stuff. So I'll have to drive that up to you at some point.
choplifter. You know, the greats.
So yeah, other than that, not much.
Cool. Welcome, David.
Hello. Bonjour.
Salut.
Bonjour, ça va?
How are you?
Good. Just put the second oldest to bed. So all that remain is my team watching TV upstairs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That's I don't miss putting my kids to bed as much now. I mean, you know, my son, who's the oldest, he still wants me to just come in the room and just, you know, tap him on the forehead. Sometimes harder than others. No, I'm just joking. But
You asked
I'll pull
for
that up. I'll pull that up in a second, Jeff.
That was on record.
But yeah, I mean, my daughter's. I'm like, do you want me to tuck you in? She's like, no. Fine. So, I mean, it's pretty much now they know what time to go to bed. The internet cuts off at 10. They go to bed.
10. I dream of 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10's good. What time does Josh go to bed at?
No, we don't want to talk about that right now.
Okay. Frank, your work.
I sense a point of controversy.
Not controversy.
Jeff's
Consternation,
sharing
yes, but not controversy.
something. Jeff's sharing something here, so I'm going to pop it up.
Hey, can we make a game with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Rambo? Well, no. Can we make drawings of them and not get sued? Maybe.
That looks more like the Charlie Sheen. What was
Yeah.
that stupid movie?
Apocalypse
Shots.
Now.
Apocalypse
no,
Now. Yeah.
Charlie Sheen.
Hot Shots.
The parody.
Hot
Oh.
Shots.
Oh, hot
Well, he
chocolate.
was in
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now, but yeah.
Yeah, his dad was Apocalypse Now.
No, Charlie Sheen was in
Napalm in the morning. But,
No, but that
he-
definitely looks like
Oh, yeah, you're
Arnold
right, it was.
Schwarzenegger in Predator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arnold and Charlie Sheen playing Rambo.
I know. It's hilarious. And the xenomorph, it's straight up.
Yeah, what's his name? The artist. Oh, well,
Prince?
Geiger.
yeah.
Oh.
And they
It's
didn't
not
do
black.
anything. Like it's basically a complete rip-off. Like,
But it's
No,
not
no.
black, so they can do that.
Let's put in the guy from Predator, the Xenomorph,
Yep.
and Rambo in one video game
that's what it is.
without
It's-
naming them.
These are two different, totally not the same.
But here's why it's called Contra, because that's a contradiction.
Oh,
There we go.
Is that really
We
why
have
it's called
solved the
Contra?
world-
No,
solved
but
the
I bet
world
you
mystery.
But I love that.
Everybody.
We have solved the world mystery of Contra. That's great.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good
We've
night.
done our work here. Nothing else left for us
Rick
to do.
has solved the puzzle.
He's here all week
Well, I
trying to
mean,
finish.
you know,
He gets the
Thursday.
1,000 points and
it
he
takes
wins the
the
game.
brilliant mind to solve a mystery like that, you know.
There's nothing
it.
for us to do. Just wrap it up, folks.
Oh,
That's the
geez.
same advice my dad gave me on prom night.
Wrap it up, folks.
Remember, Jeff, wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Nice.
Or,
Hey,
or,
actually,
you know,
Blake,
you're gonna be
how
that
you
guy
doing?
in the commercial from Holland when takes his kid shopping. That's been going around the internet, but I think it came out 3 or 4 years ago. And he's standing there, his kid's throwing that huge tantrum and smacking on the ground. And
Oh, yes. It's a
that's
great
a
one.
condom commercial. It's like one of
Yeah.
my favorite commercials of all time.
Yep, it's fantastic. Kid's losing it, and this guy's just
Isn't
like,
it?
he's just like this. And then
Just- and everybody's staring. So I don't want to. This would be a quick tangent.
Hey,
So Josh is not 3 or 4 years old. He's in the Power Rangers for whatever reason. We take him over to Toys R Us down the street. So he sees the package of 5 for like $60, right? And he wants it, and I say no. And he just out of the blue, and it must be like a genetic thing for like 3 or 4 year olds to just lose it at one point in their life. And he is like that kid in the commercial. He's pounding on the ground. I'm picking up. The people are staring. I'm not saying a word. I just picked him up. He's actually hoofing me in the nethers, and I'm trying to get him through the door. Sandy's out shopping, right? And she hears this like 5 aisles over. She's, what kind of parent that has a kid losing it? so and I'm not saying a word. I'm not yelling at him. I just pick him up. I'm holding him, and he's just flailing around. She's in the checkout line. I walk right past her. I don't even acknowledge her, right? Because I don't want people thinking that's just the mom, right? Everybody's staring at me. I walk right to the doors. We get to the car, and he goes Spider-Man on me. He's got his hands on the frame of the door, his feet outside, and he's just wailing. He's screaming at the top of his lungs. I finally get him in the car. I close the door. I lock it. And I'm just leaning against the door, and he's just screaming his butt off. Sandy's walking towards me. All of a sudden, within 2 seconds, he is dead asleep. It's completely exhausted. And he doesn't remember any of this.
Yeah. Wow.
He's never did it before. He never did it since. But that one day, like Sandy and I still talk about it, he completely lost it.
He just really one of those Power Rangers.
Yeah. Well, Daddy said no.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And Daddy still says no.
Coincidentally, Dave only has one kid, and he did mention that he got knocked in the nethers.
Yeah.
Altercation, so.
That solves another mystery.
Wow. 2 mysteries in one night. Wow.
We are on a roll. We're
Crazy.
like
This is amazing.
We are that.
So I've got a quick tangent since we're talking about commercials. This one I think was also from Europe, and it was Heineken. So it starts off with a bunch of women showing. Have you seen this commercial? Oh, hey,
Chantel.
Chantel, how you doing? So it starts off with a group of women walking through a really nice, luxurious house, and she's showing them all the bedrooms, and then she shows them the walk-in closet, and it's this glorious walk-in closet with like shoe shelves galore, right? And all the girls are like, oh, wow. And then all of a sudden you hear this incredible, intense screaming from the other room. And it's the guy showing his guy friends his walk-in closet, which is nothing but beer fridges filled with Heineken. And they're like dancing, and one guy's crying.
I brought a tear to my eye.
Is like high pitched. It's fantastic.
I like that one too.
It's so great.
And from the home of Heineken.
Speaking of the Netherlands,
nether
regions, Axel Plate is here.
Is that how you made that connection? Nether regions to Netherlands?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Interesting.
The nether regions.
Other than hockey, did you actually get anything done this week?
Me?
Yeah. Well, you're the only one that plays hockey in this chat, or that it goes to hockey related things.
I haven't. I've just been going to hockey rings. That's all I did. Crazy. Thursday night practice. Friday night practice. Saturday game. Sunday practice. Monday game. Yesterday nothing. Oh, we're break. And today practice again. But I actually didn't go to practice. I drop off my kid to practice, and I got right back in the car with the youngest one to get my oldest one, who was finishing a side project at school. So he was finishing late. So I had to pick him up. Drove back to the hockey rink, which is like 20 minutes away. So I had 40 minutes, and the youngest one fell asleep in the car. Pick up the oldest one, got back to the hockey rink just in time for the end of the practice. Waited for my son to change. Got in the car. Got to the McDonald's. Ordered McDonald's for everyone. Got home. Ate. Watched in front of the TV watching What If, the Doctor Strange episode.
Oh yeah.
Which one? Because there's a few of them. Oh,
the Doctor Strange episode.
Okay.
Which is cool, but it kind of ended bad. So afterwards, we watched a couple of videos on YouTube and then put them to sleep. So I did absolutely nothing Lego except for just right before I went on the show. I ordered some Lego from Walmart because they were going on sale tonight at 9. You got 40% off Poe Dam Run's X-Wing. You got 40% off the Iron Man versus AIM Agent thing.
How much was the sale on Poe Dameron's
40% off
at Walmart?
Yeah. Walmart.com.
Well, I'm just
I'm
gonna go over there
No,
right
not
now.
.ca because it's the Canadian version. And though the big 1,500 pieces bucket, they have half off. They're like 49 instead of 79. So
Really?
yes. So go shopping, guys.
I wasn't planning to buy any Lego, but I don't know if I can resist a 40% off sale.
Yeah, they got a bunch of sets like the Podamron X-wing, the Iron Man fig, a few friends set at 40% off, and like I said, the big bucket of bricks, 1,500 pieces, half
That's
off.
funny because I don't actually see it on their site. But I'm
Well,
on
you have to
clearance,
type in
so-
the numbers.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, hi Chantal, how are you? Oh, we can't hear you.
What's going on with your mic? Hello?
Hello?
Maybe just a scary person.
Can you hear me
Um,
now?
Samir jumped in earlier. I popped his name up on the screen. So,
So-
hello to you.
Good.
We hear
Oh.
you.
I fixed it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We
Yes.
can. Welcome.
No, we can't.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
The only Poe Dameron's X-wing I can find looks like it's a poly bag,
I'll send you the numbers.
and they want $50 for it. I'm like, what?
Yeah, but that's not Walmart. That's like
This is
some-
Walmart.
Yeah, but Walmart also has a
It's kind of like
Oh,
Amazon.
yeah.
a third
Yeah,
marketplace.
third party. Oh, they're doing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
now. For goodness sake.
So, how are you doing, Chantal? Long time
Yeah.
no see. Well, I mean, technically, we've seen you in other places the past few weeks, but not for this chat. Long time no see.
Yeah, I've been busy. Usually Wednesday night at work we do restock until
Okay.
like really late at night, but they changed it to Friday, so from now on I'll be able to join Wednesday night streams.
Awesome.
Yay. That's awesome. I'm such a good typer.
You are you're very articulate.
As a side note, David and both Daves, did you guys set up your accounts for StreamYard?
Not yet.
Okay.
Who's there?
Anyways,
Oh, well.
yeah, no problem. I just asking.
I might need. I should figure it out myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work. So here's the number, Rick. Smear close to your forest.
Thank you.
The Indigo Fire Dragon together 260. That sounds like a good deal.
Yeah. Apparently I've seen it in the flyer that you can pull up on the website. Like if you go to Walmart, where I've seen it is the Black Friday flyer.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm in Walmart right now, so there's the flyers link. Don't. So what have you been building, Chantal? Have you had a chance to build things?
Not really. I've been building sets mostly, just like in between work and school and stuff. I'll just find time to build stuff. But probably because I'm changing around my work schedule to have more time, I'll probably have to start working on the zoo because the collab that I'm working on, because that's coming up next summer and I want it to be done before that.
Yeah. What's the standard? 36 by 36 base plate?
Yeah, exactly. But because that's not, I noticed for a lot of the larger animals, when I started actually building a closure that all the way around, it's actually quite small. So I said, if you need like 2 or 3, I don't actually care. Just add on as many base plates to make it a bigger enclosure if you need to.
Right.
Sorry.
And is it too late if I wanted to join in? Is it too late?
Oh no,
or-
not for sure. It's not too late.
Oh, okay, cool. I have the perfect idea. I don't actually have any animals, any physical. I have a dog or something like this, but I'm going to make an exhibit of chameleons, and they're all camouflaged with their surroundings, so you don't see them.
That's cool.
I thought you were just gonna put the Canadian brick builders in a cage. Like, here's my zoo.
I could do that too.
That'd be pretty funny.
Nobody puts the CBB in a cage.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
It'd be just them breaking out.
But we're sorry if we do.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not Canadian.
Hey, I'm publishing
Right.
under Jeff's name. That's cool. Hi,
Oh, yeah.
everybody.
Well,
I'm
that's because
Jeff.
everybody's using my account. But anyways,
Holy cow.
um,
It's a hot deal.
that's a hot. Is it really though? Oh, I clicked on the Duplo one. Sorry, I didn't mean to
Oh.
click.
Yeah, I
on
was
it's
it.
still a
gonna say,
hot
that's
deal.
the Duplo.
That's
Is
a
that
good
really a
deal.
deal?
If
is
you
it?
like plain bricks.
Is it?
I think it is.
Dave?
I mean,
Paradise?
how many pieces are in that? 1,500 or 1,100?
1,500. Is this a good deal, Dave? Paradise?
1,500.
Yeah, that
Well-
is. That's less than Costco.
This is not a good deal because back in the day, the 3033 blue tubs were $30,
That was great.
and they went on sale for half price, and they were 1,500 pieces.
And those were the best tubs ever.
Those were. But anyways, I mean, it's still a
Well,
good deal considering. But
At the time, that was the best deal ever.
yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Usually
Um,
what I say is if I'm gonna get a random assortment of bricks, I might as well go get it used rather than
Yeah.
but if I'm gonna get something brand new, I'm gonna get a set. So I usually don't get the classic stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you want basic brick, I would say it's better to, like if you want just good basic brick, basic colors, then yeah, used is probably a better way because you're going to get more that way versus the tub.
Oh, that's
want
the
an assortment.
pancake head.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Yeah. Smushed head.
I actually ordered one for to give away at Christmas, so I don't
Oh, this
really
one's sold
want
out
it, but
apparently.
Oh, dang it. I was just going to say I kind of like that one.
That one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What was the number on that one, Jeff?
Hold on, I'll go back to it.
Sure.
71721. You might still be able to reserve it in store though if they have them. Although I have to say, I don't think I've seen many of these sets in store.
Not sold at stores and it's sold out online. Oh, it says
Yeah,
available at
so-
nearby stores.
Well, check it out and see if you can reserve it right now.
Yep.
You have to come into Hamilton. I'm here.
Oh, but it's $170. Is that what am I seeing that right?
No, that's the old price.
Well, it's not
Was
showing.
109.99. It's now 69.86.
two other
Well,
offers
No,
from
that's two
170.
two other offers for 170. So people are selling it on their used,
So the one that sold out, it defaulted to the one that somebody's selling.
yeah.
Yep.
So it is
I
gone.
don't see any other Lego in this flyer though.
No,
So how did you get all the Star Wars stuff?
well,
That's different in Ontario.
not all the Star Wars, but they were just the X-wing.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't
And
see an X-wing.
It's in a weird spot. Apparently you have to go past you see the first
I
level.
actually posted the link in the chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, technically, I posted the link in the chat, I guess, but
Yes.
based on that,
No,
It is actually in
technically,
here?
I posted the link, but in reality, you posted the link.
get your accounts. No, I'm just joking. Anyway,
And I posted in French too, because now StreamYard is offered in French. So when I entered the studio, they said, "Oh, voulez-vous continuer en français?"
En français.
Mais bien oui, bien sûr.
I
Je
thought
ne
I
comprends
smelled
pas
rotten
français.
cheese.
this is scary. Anyway,
I should have kept it up in school.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, as well, last week this thing didn't have a tan top on it, did it?
Now you've done a lot of work in the week.
Well,
You
yeah,
have
on the
done a
weekend,
lot of
on the
work.
weekend. Let me just see if I can
Yes,
switch cameras.
but
and
you're
just
not
see.
done yet, and you're like
Slacking.
7 weeks away.
Slacking. Like
That-
daily
that-
update pictures. Incredible progress. Slacking.
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 Look at my desk. All right, nothing.
I'm trying to adjust the camera here. But anyways,
A real Lego master would have it done by now. Is all I'm saying. Yeah, clearly.
There we go.
One
It's
who's
so big.
who has an aspiration to take part in the Canadian version of Lego Masters would have
That's awesome. Jeff.
would have it done by now.
really, I
That's
don't know
awesome.
that
Jeff.
I like you guys.
You have to build a castle, and you have 17 hours. Go.
I think
go ahead.
VW could do it in 17 hours. I think that if he looked at his partner and was like, match the pattern. Okay, do this while I do this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I
Well, I'm
think
just
that
saying. Go ahead,
he
Jeff.
could do it.
I'm just saying this sounds like a Star Trek episode. 400 quat loads before you get that fitting finished. I I bet 300 quatlos that you can't finish it before tomorrow.
Those damn brains.
I can't do it, Captain. It's gonna fall down.
I can't do it, Captain.
Those gamesters and triskelions.
I would guess right now the center sections are in the 40-pound range. It's a 48 by 48 base plate.
So not
And I
only
think
you're
the
building it huge, you're building
They
it heavy.
feel they're bulky. They're bulky. What did you say, Dave?
Not only are you building it big, but you're building it heavy. I like that.
Well, yeah. The bigger go home, right?
So now, not only you have to finish the castle, but now you have to work out because if not, you cannot carry your castle over.
Jeff builds his mocks like he
brick
likes
fair.
his women, heavy and unmanageable.
Bulky.
No,
Wow.
no,
Substantial.
That went
But
somewhere
anyways,
fast.
But anyways,
so that actually raises a point. I did buy 2 bins. I bought 2 bins that will hold 2 48 by 48 base plates in it.
Jeff.
And I don't think I'm actually going to put them in there. Like I think I'll carry the base plates up to the main level, put them in then, and then wheel them out to the trailer. Because I'm not carrying that up the stairs. Because number one, it's a big, like they're massive.
Those bathtub ones, yeah.
They're massive bins, right?
Yeah.
They're deep. They're Home Depot, like one of the larger storage bins at Home Depot that he got.
Crazy Lego guy had those in his house that one time.
Yeah. So, but so what I've been doing for the past few days, which you can kind of see here on these 2 shelves, is I figured out what parts I need to build the rest of the walls up to the top. Not the keep itself, but how many bricks I actually need to finish what I had. And I calculated it out to about 19,000 pieces that I need. And then for the past couple of days, I've been pulling those parts and seeing what I had, and I've got 48% of it. So I've got to order about 9,700 parts.
Wow.
And I am getting some 1x2s from a source that I have, like 2,500 of them or 3,000 of them or so. So that'll help out a bit. But I still need to order lots more pieces. And Dave, remember those lovely pieces you got for me?
Yeah, you
Guess
ran
what
out.
I'm out of? Oh yeah. I need another what's the number? 1,800, 1,900 of them.
How much did they send you? Did you
I
count
don't
them?
know. 3 cups, so I figured it's about 2,100, I assume. But maybe more. I mean, they were fairly small, so.
I'll check tomorrow. I'll go to the Lego store tomorrow to see if there's any left.
You're too busy driving to hockey games.
No, tomorrow I'm actually driving my oldest to choir practice.
Yeah. Okay. And Samir, they are 48 by 48 base plates, so they are movable. Like it's basically a grid of 5 base plates by 4 base plates, and then there's a small row at the front of
32s.
Of 32s, yeah, just on this side. So it is totally movable. I do build things to transport. I usually don't build things on 48 base plates, especially this big, but it was easier. It uses less brick to use 48s than to use 32s because all the sidewalls are all solid bricks. So conveyor system. Hey.
all mechanized, very impressive.
Like the Egyptians.
For the record, do not believe anything that has my name on it.
Yeah.
Oh. When 3
Very
people are
impressive.
like-
No, it's all Jeff. It's all Jeff. It's Jeff's channel, you know.
So just so everybody knows, StreamYard hasn't had a ability to have multiple people share an account. So the way of doing it is just use my email address and here's the passcode, but not the password. It's just like a 4-digit code, you know, like a captcha or what I mean, those things they text you. So they did allow other people to use it unofficially, but they now just come out with teams, but no one's set up their team account yet. So, you know, hey, Fazoom. I'm going to say yo back. And then we have yo. So yeah, I'm over the next few days, I'm going to start ordering parts. I just raided my own Bricklink store for parts, which got me maybe 700-800 parts, maybe.
He raided his own store.
Well,
That must be the
it-
best feeling in the world.
It's actually all
Did
Janie's.
you give yourself a discount?
No, I didn't. It's actually all Janie's brick from stuff that she wanted me to sell.
Ah.
Because we put a bunch of modules up, so I owe her about $100 right now for that. So,
Jeff,
Janie, if you're watching
if
this,
there's one thing
Janie,
I've learned,
Give Jeff a
don't get
discount.
high. Jeff, if there's one thing I've learned, is don't get high on your own supply. I'm just saying.
You're eating into your profits, Jeff.
Jeff is speaking of experience.
That's awesome.
Oh, geez. So, but yeah, what can I say? I'm hoping I should be able to finish it. I feel a lot better now than I did last week. Now that that's done, like it's technically displayable. I will continue building some towers. I've tried to figure out the ratio of light gray to dark gray bricks as well that I had to do. Because it used to be I put a handful out and just drop it down, but now I have more dark gray brick than light gray brick. So I didn't want the castle to suddenly turn darker as it went up. Although I'm wondering about the main keep. I'm actually thinking maybe it might be a different color. Because technically on a castle, the keep is the first thing they build, right? And then they slowly build the walls around it as the town grows bigger.
Mm.
So
Yellow.
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 Yes. Unfortunately, most of the
Stand
yellow
out.
went into the base of the mountain.
Oh yeah.
So, but all right, we've
Well,
done a
you can
round table.
order yellow right now on Walmart.
Did we hear from Dave? Oh yeah, we did hear from Dave.
Both of them. Yeah, I
Dave
think
K.
we've hit everybody. So why
Excellent.
don't we jump into the news?
Yep.
Uh,
This week in the news.
sound effects and everything. I got to reshare my screen, so that was totally not timed. Anyways, there's not much this week, but I figured still something to talk about. So we didn't talk about it on our CV chat, because now apparently it's CV. We have different letters every time we do something. But Lego or Target in the United States has a collection of weird and wacky stuff, I would say. I mean, some of it's cute and adorable.
Yeah,
other
the
things are
clothes are like
yeah, that
really
explains-
weird by design.
yeah, the
It
clothes
looks like
are
something out of Space 1999 or one of those crazy 60s shows.
yeah. So
You know, no, you know what I'm thinking about
Please.
the colors of Benetton. Remember those?
Yeah.
Back in the 90s. That's what they look like.
These
So,
clothes
I
come
totally
with your
want
own
these.
colostomy bag, so
Oh,
I totally want these plushies
Yeah.
because they're just adorable.
Those are cute.
Yeah. Are those that's the Lenny, Benny, Jenny, and Kenny colors, aren't they?
Yeah.
The pink, blue,
Well,
and
except for the
white.
red one. They didn't
red-
have the red one in the
No,
squad.
they
What color was it?
They have
They
blue,
were
pink,
were
and
yellow, blue,
Yeah.
pink, and
Oh,
white.
they did yellow.
White.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's-
and this
yeah.
backpack, I think.
what is going on?
Crossbody handbag.
Oh, they're Benny's crossbody handbag.
I see. So the that's just a cardboard cutout to show you how it works, or does
No.
that actually?
It's the whole thing at the looks of it. That's the bag itself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you can see a zipper on the inside here
Unique.
So it's a handbag, basically.
with a pouch on the front.
Every time Lego gets into apparel, I just kind of cringe.
Yeah. I think Benny's put on a
I
few
like that, yeah.
pounds. I think that's what they're telling us here.
The yellow one is naked.
The yellow one is naked.
He
Yeah, that's
actually
why-
looks like me in a Betty suit.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Well, that's
this
kind
one's
of
kind of cute too. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the seasonal ones. So there's that and a Santa.
Oh, okay.
Santa would be cool.
And there was a bunch of clothing, but then this article was just going on the actual plushies because those are things people like.
I don't
so-
know if we're gonna get them in Canada because they're all
Target,
Target
yeah.
exclusive. So
Oh yeah.
So unless Lego's carrying them, which I don't know if they will, but I mean technically they have done that in the past. If other places have them, like we've had it where Americans have like Target deals exclusives, but in Canada those sets are just on Shop at Home as well. And I
well,
think in the States as
not
well,
necessarily. Sometimes they end up on Mastermind toys.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
So, but I did actually say when these become available.
December 9th.
Wow, Dave is like he's a speed reader. How did you see
No,
that?
I actually
December-
remember.
Ah, you
Well, December
lied.
4th.
Oh,
I missed it by
basically-
5 days. Sorry.
oh.
that's when the fever dream starts, everybody.
He wanted to buy them for himself, so that we could get them and we couldn't. That's why he gave us a 5-day later deadline.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Does anybody actually want to buy?
By the way,
any of those?
Target doesn't deliver to Canada, so
No. And Eric just jumped on that with the exact same answer.
Yeah.
So
Um,
yeah.
So basically, we're relying on Jeff
Basically,
to,
he's gonna be our. He's
to
gonna be our
send us
coach.
some plush toys.
I'm not spending my money on that shit. There's no
So you're
way.
spending our money.
No.
We'll
can
send
make-
you money.
Make it commission.
Yeah,
No, no, because
you'll send me Canadian money with hockey on it, and I'll be like,
With
"This is
hockey
like
on it."
$7." There is Canadian money with hockey on it. You can't tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
but that would end up being you buy stuff for these guys, you give it to me when we meet up in Alabama, and then I deliver it to them. It's like, wait a minute.
There you go. You see?
This sounds like
It all
a
works
lot of
A
work.
win-win-win situation.
And if
It
Jeff
sounds-
holds on to it for enough days, it's duty free.
This just sounds like a whole lot of work that I'm not going to do.
I don't buy.
Oh, you will. You will.
Well, wait a second. Jeff's going to the States. You can just have him do it. Just stop in at
Oh yeah.
the Target
Good
next
point.
to the event, and we could run into like homeless people and everything else. It'd be great.
Except for the fact that all this stuff's going to be sold out by the time I get there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
I mean,
know
I'm
if you
looking-
know this or not, Jeff. Americans don't consume stupid clothing. Never mind.
I am planning on stopping, like anytime I stop on the trip, I'm going to stop somewhere near a Walmart, a Target, a Lego store, or something that has Lego related in it.
You know what we should do?
Yep.
What?
We should go to Atlanta because that's only a hop, skipping, and jumping away, and you can go to the Atlanta brick store.
It's like a couple of hours. I mean, we
I
could
mean-
probably drive there during one of the public days. But
Well, I mean, we can,
Atlanta Brick Company is actually going to be at the event.
yeah, but it's not the same as going to the store.
Well, I agree. But anyway, we can talk about that later.
Oh,
Uh,
well, cool. I didn't want to plan out anything fun. Fuck me, I guess. It's fine.
Whoa. Hey.
Oh, sorry.
Hey.
No, and
Oh, sorry.
I'm not trying to stop the conversation now. I'm just trying to get on with the
No,
news
no,
because hello,
It's fine.
ATSD.
How?
It's fine. It's fine.
ATSD.
It's
I mean,
not fun.
yeah, I'm personally insulted. But,
I too am insulted because Jeff didn't want to talk about it.
okay, so this ATST walker, yet
Yeah.
again, no articulation in the foot.
Oh no,
Bugs
Solid foot.
me to no end.
but it has a ball joint there, doesn't it? Isn't it? Oh no, that's not a ball
No.
joint. Forgot it. Huh? Is it to scale with the AT-AT?
Uh,
I don't think so. No,
Because
it's
they
too
were
big.
pretty
Too
short.
tall.
when you compared it.
It's too tall.
This one is, or the
Yeah.
AT-AT?
Yeah, this one is.
Really?
Yep.
Because I thought the same thing. I thought they probably released it because it's perfectly scaled with the AT-AT.
I don't think so.
Survey says.
No.
Wow.
The ATSD is really,
Tiny.
Come on.
it's
Well,
tiny
the
compared
original
to
ATST
Oh,
is
Oh, well, that doesn't help us. The picture's not big enough.
yeah.
Go
Go
to-
to the picture and
Well, knee height. So I mean.
yeah, I think
follow
it's
by-
it's looking pretty.
Hmm.
It might. Yeah, I think it's pretty close.
You can
Yeah.
do Control Z to zoom in.
Yeah, you can also right click and say open image in a separate window.
Yeah, that's
Well-
true.
This is true.
Listen to all the IT support here. I like that.
I mean, we help each other, right?
That's right.
No,
We're
not copy
Canadians, that's
best.
what we
No,
do.
not yeah. That's the one. There you go.
I know how to do
Good
it.
job.
thank you.
Do you need me to
Just
enter?
thinking, who are all these backseat drivers
I
trying
am
to
a
tell me
computer
what to do?
programmer.
I'm just saying, Jeff is
The
actually
production on this show is just terrible.
Yeah.
I blame Jeff who keeps on chatting in the with the chat. It's not me. But there we go. So yeah, 8.6 meters. I'm guessing.
Where are you showing your accounts, Jeff?
Oh dear.
8.6 meters and for the ATST and 22.5 meters for the ATA. And this poor little guy off to the side is just floating in the sky.
What? Yeah.
So I was just curious, but it looks like it could be to scale. So
Well, if you look at this, the snow trooper right next to the ATST.
okay, well,
a little taller than the Ewok.
whoops.
Maybe
That's
the
all I
snow
need.
trooper isn't to scale.
Hey, maybe it's Chewbacca, 7 foot tall. Or it's an Ewok, which is only 3 feet tall.
Yeah, well, we know minifigs are just anything. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the pro pretty cool.
What about the battle pack that comes along with this? Or are we going to cover that next?
Yeah, it's this one, right?
Oh, well,
Yeah,
that one.
that
one's
looks cool.
It is.
Lots of
another
snow troopers to put in your at with
and
all
a different
these
flick
blue
fire.
seats.
Oh
A
yeah,
different
that's cool.
thing for shooting.
Yeah, the
Different
whiter
straight
one.
shooter.
The whiter one came from the latest Batmobile. Pink one's like missile launcher thing. Is the white one,
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
I've never
I'm
seen
gonna
it.
shut up now.
No, it's
Sorry,
okay.
Jeff.
No, it's okay,
I didn't
Jeff.
have people send me the new stuff, so
Can you anybody zoom in on that picture? What are they called? Stormtrooper,
Snow trooper.
Oh,
snowtrooper. Sorry,
yeah, snow trooper, scout trooper.
and scout trooper.
Scout
So
trooper.
duck, goose, basically.
Yeah, but one of the
That's right.
snowtroopers gets a longer gun. Yeah.
Technically, shouldn't it be a scout snowtrooper, not a
Technically, I cannot marry women.
itself? I do believe they are hot and snow here, and therefore.
Jeff, you're killing me right now.
That was by far my favorite. And we submitted.
I did hear that one of these three snowtroopers is different and unique to the set. Apparently, he's got like a different color badge or something. There's like something.
Their hands are different.
Tan.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
also already see the one that you've got your mouse over. It looks like the chest piece is a little different.
Okay.
But that just might be the quality of the image and my eyes being horrible. But,
No. They look different, Jeff. You're right.
Yeah.
Hey Jeff, hold down Control and scroll wheel inwards.
Okay.
I'm giving you the look, Rick.
No,
I know how to zoom in. Jeez.
You can also click on
hell
it.
yeah.
It'll take you to the Lego website, and then you can just hover over and it'll zoom
That's
in.
true as well.
This is true as well.
Okay, so I was wrong about the. It looks like the helmet. No.
No,
I can't
No,
make it
it's
out.
this
No,
part right here.
the breastplate or
That piece right there is different compared to these.
yeah,
two.
it's slightly different. Yeah.
That would be my unprofessional opinion.
Oh, actually, yeah, the circle on his belt clip is also filled in rather than open circle.
Oh,
Oh, so
yeah.
that guy must be a sergeant or something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, I see your belt is full. You
I
must be
see
a
your
sergeant.
belt clip is full circle, and you know how to use it.
I remember when Rogue One came out, and the biggest discussion was the fact that Darth Vader's scene, not to give you spoilers, Darth Vader's scene, the guy said there was a flashy light on his chest plate that was supposed to be blue and it was red in the movie. I'm going, you're kidding me, right? That's what you noticed about that. My favorite scene in all Star Wars, that was flashy blue and red. I
like-
can't help you anymore, dude.
Dave, I'd like to point out that Darth Vader / Anakin is a dramatic son of a bitch. So he walks out to after where the Tantive launched, right? His cape is billowing in the wind.
Billowing
in
in
space.
His face is billowing.
So he was taking the time to use the Force to billow his cape and look on shit.
But out of all the movies, that's honestly my favorite scene. It was so good.
I just like that. Like his was definitely like created to inspire fear to like scare the hell out of you.
Yeah.
And then on Mandalorian season 2, spoilers, Luke's was to inspire hope. And that's
Wait,
exactly
hold
what
on.
it did.
Hold on. Has Mandalorian season 2 started?
Yeah, it's over and done with.
Yeah, season 3, season 2 and
of course
5
I've
is
seen it.
December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have seen it.
We're
Yeah,
about to start the book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, the book.
Yeah.
Boba's book.
For those who like Star Wars.
Where do we
Book of
find
Boba
this?
Fett.
Star Trek
Entry 1.
Discovery starting this week. Woohoo!
Book of Boba Fett, entry 1. Today I climbed out of the Sarlacc pit. That was a new
I'm gonna watch
experience.
it, Dave. You know I'm gonna watch it.
The
Star
Sarlacc pit
Trek,
really stank.
I've been watching Star Trek Prodigy, and it's decent enough too.
That's cute.
Oh, Star Trek Discovery comes out tomorrow too. The
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
It does.
PVR's ready.
And any Wheel of Time fans, the Wheel of Time starts on
Yeah,
Amazon
Time's out. Foundation's out.
Friday.
Dune's out. Like, this is a great time for us to be alive.
Bebop comes out on Friday,
Uh,
and
And
well, I like it. Space
when they get Ooten out, they'll all show up. But until then, it's like whatever.
and
something
Tiger
else
King
comes out.
season 2 is also this Friday.
So
No,
just to
tomorrow.
clarify, for somebody who's not down with all this lore, is Wheel of Time just a mashup between Wheel of Fortune and Time Bandits?
Basically,
Yes.
Cool.
yeah.
that,
I like
mean,
it.
Also,
Time Bandits has got to be one of those most
niche.
movies ever, but it is so
It's amazing.
wonderful.
It's got Python people in it. I love it.
It's great. And giant Lego bricks in the background. It's just perfect.
It's awesome. It's a great
So
movie.
good. This Walt's never done that before.
This thing is amazing.
It is.
Woohoo!
Since we were talking about movies,
Tension.
things that come out this weekend, and things that Jeff's going to see tomorrow. Give him
See you tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I'm going to go see Afterlife. I'm very happy. Shout out to Kirk Wilson for the $4 movie ticket.
Thank you, Kirk. $4 movie ticket?
Yeah,
I hate you.
that's fair.
In a nice way.
But I'm super excited about going to see this. Then my family and I are going to go see it this weekend. But
Does it come with a Slimer? Because like, there's no point in having a trap without Slimer.
Slimer's in it, I think.
Does
Slimer
the
is.
trap open?
That'd be
Oh,
awesome.
in the trap. I don't know. This is the only picture they had. Oh, well, I guess there's
There's
a
a
video.
video.
Can you play the video? Can you play it?
No,
No, we can't.
no, but I can do this. Copy link address. Hopefully this works. And I can put it. There you go. You guys can watch the video later.
Yeah.
Because it's now in
Jeff
there.
doesn't want to get dinged for copyright again.
Yeah. Well, I don't really care, but
Oh,
I don't
crap.
want to. I've heard people have their streams actually cut off when they play live stuff too. Probably wouldn't happen with us because there's a whole.
yeah,
there's
it's
people.
funny.
But anyways, okay, back to the news.
News.
There also was originally leaked just the names of the products, and then the pictures came out like the next day. So we're getting the Wolverine again.
So we're
Yep.
basically using up all the Hero Factory pieces. I like it.
Yeah.
The only well, I mean, this is technically an Exo Knights piece, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't know what other than the blades. What else? What would be Hero Factory, Dave?
It looked like a Hero Factory for me from the picture.
Well. But
Well,
anyways, it's kind of cool, right? It's
Yeah.
The
Wolverine.
blades look really oversized.
Well, it is a Mac.
Everything's.
I mean, like ridiculously oversized.
Agreed.
I think it's more obvious in this picture.
Right?
I think the blades are bigger than the actual mech.
Compensating
all-
for something.
It's all
Wolverine.
well and good, but like, what happens when Magneto happens?
Right?
Oh,
Even
yeah.
more things to magnetize.
And
Oh,
an
no.
Iron Man one as well.
Another Iron Man.
Oh, yeah, there's that shooter as well.
That
Again.
one's kind of cool.
Either one of those, I guess.
Pew pew pew.
Pew pews are free of charge this time.
Pew pew.
I like that shield piece, the canopy
Yeah.
piece.
Yep.
Yep. That is
I
cool.
want like 10,000 of them. They could be cool for like jet streams and everything
oh,
else.
Yeah, I mean these came in trans neon orange, I think, for the next one.
And white.
And white. Okay.
Yep. And red,
but
I
yeah,
think.
they are cool. And I don't understand why Black Panther needs a mech. No one say because Black Panther. No,
Same reason Iron Man needs a mech.
I don't know why his mech needs a visor.
Yeah, like of all the people to not need a mech, Iron Man, right? He's literally a mech.
He is a mech.
Yeah. Well, but Hulkbuster. But,
Hulkbuster.
A mech within a mech. They should make a Hulkbuster mech.
That'd actually be pretty cool.
But
You
yeah.
take the full Hulkbuster and put it inside a mech.
Like, that'd be perfect.
And and then there's also this. I'd almost say construction base, but it's not because it's all brick built at least.
Yep.
He's very slender. He's slender Iron Man.
But I think that puts the Hulkbuster remake to like a halt because I think that's the Iron Man we're getting and not another
Well,
UCS Hulkbuster.
Someone had suggested that maybe this could fit into the Hulkbuster.
That's what I think it does too, because that's what the hot toy does, where you take
Yeah.
the
it's-
big
yeah.
$3,000 metal toy, and then you can throw Tony Stark in there or whoever you want, as long as they're the hot toy that whatever. Also, that ghost trap does open because I just watched.
Oh,
it.
does it?
I
And
am.
there's LED lights in it too.
I mean, it looks neat. It's just not for me. Pieces are cool. Don will probably buy it for the parts, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I get it on discount, I'll probably buy it for the parts. But
that's what I like about the mechs. Like the Wolverine mech is $10, the Iron Man mech is $10, and like seriously, those are just parts packs plus Wolverine's mask for me at this point.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I would say definitely Wolverine's the best. Like for character wise, right? Like, well, I was looking for printer today, but I wasn't looking for shorts, so I don't get why that's there.
Must have looked them for at some point. Google doesn't lie.
Jeff is actually looking for new underwear.
Well, that wouldn't be the first time, I guess. Everybody uses new underwear once in a while. But anyway, next up.
I don't. I just let it go.
Never mind. Next.
Oh, this was the precursor that there's the 4 sets rumored, so we already so I can close that.
Yes.
Lego Black Friday. We did talk about this set last week, but more details did come out
North
this
Pole
week.
pointing to the nether regions of
the nether regions.
Yes, the nether regions again. Back to the nether regions
And the crazy strange antlers.
Not the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Because so there's also now this prices will vary because this is probably the American version, but there's a free retro tin Lego sign for purchases over $250, probably $300 Canadian.
Well, if you're a collector, that's a cool item, but again, it's a dust collector.
Yeah,
it's cool to have up on the wall, like in your area. I mean, in your office or wherever it is.
I like
But $250 worth of Lego.
Well, you get the Lego, and then you also get the sign.
See,
but you could technically stack too, right? I would think.
Yeah.
That if you buy $250 worth or whatever, you get both. You get this set plus the tin.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, is that sticker across the back?
And it's going to be probably like $300 or $320 Canadian.
Yeah, these are American pricing, so they're not actually. They're not actually Canadian pricing, but
well, if you're getting the at.
Yep. You get the at, you get that gift with purchase, and you get the tin, so it's like 10 times the fun.
It's worth the money to Acton. I'm just saying.
Yeah. 10 times the fun.
Plus the lightsaber as well in those two.
What more could anyone ask?
So there's also a vintage camera that's going to be available for 2,000 points.
I like the film canister
program.
Oh yeah, that is classic.
The 35mm film cartridge.
Yeah.
I still have some that I never developed.
I don't know what's on them.
VIP rewards.
I don't think they're good anymore, Rick.
No, I don't think so. Did you keep them in the fridge? Because that's where you're supposed to keep them.
They expire?
Yeah, they did actually, because even though you put them in the dark room or something, once they get exposed to just a little bit of light, the film starts going.
The film starts going, and the actual emulsions will just kind of disintegrate too. The chemical reactions are always ongoing. So
this one's still in it's in the closed finished roll. So who knows? Right. You never know. I'll try it one day.
Someday.
There's also mention of VIP.
I will develop my films.
Dave missed his calling. He should have gone on tour with him and Dorothy. A whole different meaning.
Let's get this train back on the rails, shall we?
No.
No.
Well, then we'll be quick. There's also a VIP reward center sale that's mentioned here, so it might be discounts on possibly gift cards or things like that, like the VIP point discounts possibly. Unfortunately, I think I've used all mine up to buy bulk Lego in the past little while. The pick a brick, but anyway. So yeah, we already trap that it is still awesome, and it opens, which is even cooler.
And that's tape on there, so that's how he did the striping.
The striping, really?
It's
I didn't even look at the striping. It's it's holding it together.
It's tape across multiple tiles. You could do it with those triangular tiles.
Yeah, but maybe it's not the right angle or right.
Probably.
dimension.
Well, it's 45 degrees, right? So.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying maybe it's not the right thicknesses to
yeah, I know. I that wasn't the right angle joke. Maybe it's not a right angle. No, it's not. It's 45 degrees. Oh boy.
Again, we're right back to the red light flashing on Darth Vader's chest and the blue light.
So Brickset doesn't have any of the sets listed here that we talked about today, but they could technically be available for pre-order. I'm not really going to look right now because, moving along. 7 weeks till Brick Fair in 5 days. Notice it has
7 weeks. 7 weeks, Jeff.
No,
I said 7 weeks.
and 5 days.
And 5 days.
Yeah,
I
but
have
you have to
altered
get
this.
there.
I have altered this to leave on Tuesday morning. So this is now accurate, Dave, so you can just shut up.
Jeff,
Now,
put this foot down.
Oh, sorry, Dave.
We
We
haven't
love
said
everybody.
sorry enough.
We're Canadian. We love everybody.
What kind of
Uh,
Canadian fake crap is this? Sorry, Chris.
Sorry.
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 Sorry. Eh?
Sorry.
I'm not sorry for shit.
Oh, you're not
Yeah, but
Canadian.
you're
American.
American.
You're American.
You
What
don't
about
have to be
that?
sorry for anything.
Yeah, American.
Yeah, American.
All right,
American.
last up is our fun little thing that we've started doing because, well, hey, why not? Let's see how
Geeks.
badly Lego's availability is right now.
We're Lego geeks. So
So last week
we crunch the numbers.
Last
Let's
week
crunch
we
the
were at. That's not. Come on, work start. There we go. So
Split screen.
split screen filter.
And we have split screen technology.
Okay, 884 in total. And let's look at our availability. 451 out of stock. 451 out of stock. And 357 available now. So it's gone down. And 54 on back order, which is actually decreased. And 23 coming soon. Does that match what we have here? Yep. Which gives us our total of 885, and our percentages. President, 20% decrease. Oh,
I don't know
Oh,
what geek you were getting out of numbers.
74%.
Something's wrong with that number.
yeah,
According
hold
to
on.
my
Let's-
calculations,
let's-
it's a 74% decrease this week.
So available now has gone down 20%. Out of stock has gone up 40% from the original. Wait, what's that from? Oh, 250.
See,
out of
available
stock
now
originally.
has actually gone up 18%.
Availability has gone. Sorry, what'd you say?
Availability has gone up because last week we were at minus 38%.
No, but I'm comparing it against the original numbers that we had from October.
Okay.
13th. Now, should we do it against the 10th, the previous one? That make more sense? If so, I'll alter this.
Yeah, but Jeff, did you forget to carry the 1 in that calculation?
I forgot the minus.
Minus the 1.
That's fine. Anyway, okay, fine. I'll figure it.
It's all good. We
Well,
love it, Jeff.
as Fazoom says, nothing says good internet show like math and a live spreadsheet.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna get the PowerPoints going.
Okay, let's just look at it this way. 450 sets available instead of 542. 350 out
You
of
know how to
stock
make a
instead
good
of
show,
215. So we are going down.
Yeah.
The Lego plane is crashing. Anyway.
Nicely done, Jeffy.
Yeah, I'm not going
Ooh,
to play.
what's that?
but
Annual
we'll
budget.
see
Oh,
next
wait a second.
in the next 3 weeks. It's probably gonna go down.
Oh yeah,
after,
for sure. As we discussed. So this week's
Black
actual
Friday
topic
coming.
discussion provided again by David Sensier, the only person in this group that has an idea.
I don't build anything, but I have
Hey.
ideas.
Or
It
has
works.
shared
Why rock the
ideas
boat?
with us. Maybe that's a better way to say it. What
Not
did you
rocking
say?
the boat. It works.
The topic for this week is which Lego fan or Lego builder you want to meet, and which ones inspire you, which was the second half of it. I just couldn't fit it all on the banner. So are there Lego builders out there in the world that you would like to meet and hang out with and talk to and socialize with and all that fun stuff? So anybody? Is there anybody you want to meet? And yes, we all know we want to meet each other and hang out with each other.
Here's a story about a group of AFOLs.
We need
When you
three
say it
more
like that, it
people.
sounds a little more naughty.
It does kind of. Sorry.
but we could.
No one
do
jump at
this.
one thing. Not everybody jump at one.
Huh?
Jeff, you go first.
Which one?
That's why I said it.
Oh, jeez. All right, fine. I'll start. Although it's funny because a lot of the people that I do follow, no, there's people. Space Builder built or made the book. And
Pete Reed?
Peter Reed.
Peter Reed.
Peter Reed.
Peter Reed.
And Tim Goddard. Those are people I would love to sit down with, see what they build. And I totally use them for inspiration when I'm building space hangers and stuff. I like love looking at their work and seeing what they did. Not to mention Fazoom, of course, because I have never met him. No, I have never met him.
Well, I was going to say Chris, because back in the days, when I used to hang out in fbtb.net forums, Chris and Mark were actually the guys building space mocks and heading the classic space revisited or neoclassic space vibe.
Neoclassic space. All that stuff.
So yeah, and I remember back in those days thinking, wow, I'd love to meet those guys and hang with those guys because they seem to be like, and they were also talking about the first cons they were going to and meeting all the other builders, and that truly inspired me. I said to myself, wow, I would love to sit down with those guys and have a chat. And I would look through their brick shelf galleries back in the days, because I know Chris talked about the brick shelf in his Monday show, and I would look through all these pictures in.
I'm not touching anything, Jeff. You can't blame me. I'm not doing a thing.
I think Rick is playing.
No.
So
I could do this, but he could just add himself back in. That doesn't help either.
I have the power.
So yeah, Chris, Mark, and of course David. I mentioned it in the private chat, but David. I look at David's stuff, and it's truly inspiring. I mean, when I remember first seeing his space layout.
Dave, I'm sorry. Real quick, do you have a goddamn Montreal baseball shirt on?
No.
It's a Montreal Canadian.
No, it's not.
It's a hockey shirt.
I thought it was a Blue Jays shirt for a minute.
No,
like,
Jeff,
Yes.
that is simply French for Toronto Maple Leafs.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, jeez.
Love you, David.
The best show ever.
So yeah, David, Chris, Mark,
thanks,
all
David.
those guys, and and Jeff, you mentioned Peter Reed and Tim Goddard, of course, space builders, like amazing space builders.
But and I mean, also like there's so many different themes too. I mean, castle wise, I want to meet the winners of a certain competition recently. Because they're really good castle builders and stuff and stuff. And luckily, I think come January, I'll be able to meet a lot of these people. I'd probably not Tim Goddard or those guys, but notice my hands are here. I'm not doing any of the changing around.
That's me. I'm just trying to be a director right now.
Wasn't me either.
That's fine. That's fine. It's okay. It's just threw me off.
I'm directing. So
but he needed full screen. David needed full screen there, so that was good.
He was talking.
Yeah.
So we can see your shirt.
Whatever.
So we could see the shirt. Yeah.
No.
We love hash browns.
Well, I'm pretty sure in a couple in 7 weeks and 5 days, or 6 days or 7 days, I'll probably be having waffles at the Waffle House with Chris. So I look forward to that.
Cool.
Although I might not have waffles, but anyway, I don't know. We'll see. Hey, my sister hasn't shown up tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Where's Yvonne?
Probably slept in because she has work and stuff. But anyways, let's see what else. Like, are there like Dave Classic Space Wise? Is there someone?
It's just well, you were there through the whole evolution. So we did all those robot shows back in the day, and my first touch with group events was RTL3. Actually wasn't even RTL. It was the Guelph University one. I don't think you were there.
No, it wasn't.
And I met Ian Henry there.
Yep.
And the second I saw his build on the sumo platform, I'm going, this is a guy, and he was like 16. I don't know, he's like 19 at the time. I'm coming in from 30, and he's this little kid who hasn't even started university yet shows up with this robot, and I go, and with minimal amount of pieces, he built the best robot that was there for that day, and his coding for the RCX and how smooth it was moving around and the sensors and everything else like that.
Mhm.
I absolutely just fell in love with his robot, and his very, very personality, his very, very shy and courteous demeanor. I just fell in love with the guy. Ian is one of my most favorite friends, and his builds are inspirational. And we had that one brick fat when he showed up with the swing
The drop
ride.
one?
Yeah, with and how smooth that was. Like everything, and even these the Project Axe that he built with and what was the other guy's name who used the pneumatics in Project X? The had a
Rob
bit of an
Antonish?
pardon?
Rob Antonish?
No, maybe yeah. He had the pneumatics in the claw. And he's just back, but see, I didn't even think, because of course I was Classic Space back when I was a teenager, and I didn't even think about doing Classic Space at a show until Greg Hyland showed up and did Classic Space at a show. Right? And I'm going, wait, we can actually show Classic Space at a public show. Even though I saw Chris and Mark and everybody on LugNet, I didn't even conceive that I could actually do a show with Classic Space until Greg brought his Classic Space sets to that one show at the hobby show. And so Greg's always been an inspiration. He's such a great guy. And you know, of course, we heard of Greg before we met him because he was doing all the comics and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was happy to meet him, and then happy to call him a friend too.
Greg Hyland, for those that don't know.
Greg
which Greg
Hyland,
he's
sorry,
talking
yeah.
about.
But yeah, Pete Reed obviously is a huge inspiration for my space base, straight up, and because it's right after Onassis Tower, and Chris's builds over the years, and the fact that they started Neoclassic Space on LugNet and all that stuff that I was just glued to on LugNet back in the day. You know, the people who created LugNets, Todd and Suze, completely inspirational, because LugNet to me still to this day was the #1 source for my enthusiasm for public Lego fans. You know, even though he's gone completely passe now, and the only person that posts there is me. but back in the day, it was the one-stop shopping for Lego, and Todd and Suze, and I met them, I think, at Brick Fest back in the day. And they were just humble and kind and sweet and very charitable and not egotistical, and it was great meeting them. And the fact that they built the #1 platform at the time for Lego fans was just completely inspirational, and it was where we all came together as a huge community, and yet we still had our own, because there's 100 different groups in LugNet, so you could talk about whatever you wanted in your own little group, but you could also share. And that's when I was, again, following Chris and Mark and the space, lugnet.space. So Todd and Suze were a huge influence because of what they invented for us during the day. And I don't think the Lego community would be where it is today without LugNet from 1998 to 2010, when it kind of just started fading out. Because it was the worldwide one-stop shopping before everything fragmented into little spots. And so I'm very glad I got to meet them, and I can call them friends. There's a few people that from our past that inspired me, but we won't talk about them because stuff happened. Unfortunately, that still hits me pretty hard. But it is what it is. It's every fact of life. It even goes back to my days in Boy Scouts and stuff, when you find out stuff about other people. So, but before, they were inspirations, and I don't shy away from the fact that I appreciated their work. But I take that into account. But other than that, the people I hang out with are my favorite people to hang out with. There's not anybody that on my Facebooks or whatever.
So none of us then.
Well, you're all my exactly because I don't like hanging out with you guys. Are you kidding me? How long have we been? 20 years now. No, I want if I want to be with somebody, I hang around them. So it's you guys. So I want to hang around you. So.
And
Thank you,
sorry,
Gary.
as you were talking about people that inspired you, I just remember Blake Foster as well.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And this guy is just an amazing builder and someone that I would totally.
I forget the name. Who Dave probably knows this. Who built the Blacktron Intelligence?
Oh my goodness, I don't remember the name, but the BIA was like my most favorite thing ever that I've ever seen.
That was like amazing. That
just blew
I
my
said
mind.
to when I saw the Blacktron Intelligence Agency, I remember saying to myself, if I build half of that, I'm going to be like a happy camper.
Kevin O'Brien, that was somebody, but Joe Mino's friend, because Joe did the video that's on YouTube right now. And again, Joe, absolutely one of the most inspiring people in our hobby because he's the one that started the first fan-made magazine for our hobby, and he ran with it. He's still running with it. Brick Journal is a fantastic source of inspiration, and the fact that Joe's very, very kind and willing to share, quote unquote, share the wealth with anybody and everybody. He is such a fan of the entire hobby. And across platforms, I just really, really admire his dedication to our hobby. And again, I'm glad to call him a friend too.
Brian Darrow.
There it is.
Yeah,
and that's the mini version. That is the
that's the smallest version because
I think he had. I think it was like something like the last one he had because he had there were 2 or 3 videos, but the last one he had up there was about 50 feet long.
And he had all these the space faction coming into the intelligence with all these Galaxy Commander revisited, recolored,
and just to let everybody know, in that layout, the last layout he had 78 trans yellow quarter domes in it.
It's amazing.
78.
Yeah.
My peak, I had 33. So he had more than twice as many trans yellow domes than I did.
Looking at this picture, I'm looking at the background going, that's George Mason University. Like that brings back so many memories.
That's a brick fest.
That building, yeah.
And he had, I don't know how many renegades in that layout at one time. Like he had, like it was just an absolutely gorgeous. And I think it was one of those big things that, as a labor of love, he said he had to custom build his own boxes to get him there. And the last show he did was just absolutely spectacular with the amount of details and whatever. And this is back before they had, all these, unique pieces. This is like back in Blacktron 1 days.
Yeah.
When they didn't have too many different parts you could do.
Yeah.
So Dave, did you build any custom boxes for your own?
Did I build custom boxes? No.
How about you, Chantal? What builders inspire you, and who do you want to meet? I mean, I don't think you've met many people in the community to begin with.
No,
so.
I haven't. Mostly just like online. But probably JK Brickworks inspired me because that's probably why I started getting more into stuff that moves, like gear-based projects and stuff like that. Just because
Jason's a great builder, straight up.
His stuff is amazing.
Totally.
And I mean, I guess Rick hasn't met him, and
this is one of Jason's right here, the Orrery.
We've known Jason since the late
before he
90s.
became famous.
No, probably early 2000s. We've known him. And yeah, he's an amazing builder. And every time he builds something, I'm like, "Damn you, Jason!" Just because it seems like everything he builds ends up becoming amazing.
And he pushes the boundaries. He pushes the boundaries every time.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, I just went to his site right now, and he's currently in our different. What's the word? Different biomes.
Yeah, biospheres.
And a rocket launcher for rockets for Halloween, which I thought was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And,
even his domino stacking is just everything he does.
Yeah.
And he has one of the Bricklink Designer Program models as well. Well, a couple of them, but only one of them made it through.
That was at one of our shows.
Yep.
So, but yeah, he's a cool builder. Anybody else, Chantel? Or
And then also probably Boone Builds, Boone
Yeah.
Langston.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably when I started getting into starting my own YouTube channel and expanding my Lego hobby. Besides just building on my own to sharing it to the world.
Actually, I'd love to have other people come, like some of these builders come to the show, and should see about reaching out to them for sure.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We already invited Chris a few times.
Yeah. Well, he goes to bed around this time too, so he is well at 10:12. He did message something, so he was here 8 minutes ago. But yeah, he actually is in our group, and he has an invite to come in anytime. So, but I just saw my sister's comment. Well, Yvonne, when we get a show running in Ontario, at some point, you should come down and I'll introduce you to some of these fine people, and other ones too. Or you could just forget me and go talk to them. Whatever. But I was thinking just recently I ended up talking to Graham Diamond from Toronto.
All right.
And he used to be the model builder at the Lego
Discovery Center.
Legoland.
The Legoland Discovery Center in Toronto, and he left
Yep.
that. And I just discovered today that he's actually a certified professional now. I did not know that he got that job. So him, Robin Sather, and him are the certified professionals in Canada.
Robin's awesome too.
Robin's awesome too, yeah, for sure. He's in New Zealand right now running Lego Masters. Lego Masters, or they're starting Lego Master New Zealand up there.
When you say certified professional in Canada, does that mean they can literally like do what Lego designers in Billund do here in Canada?
They do what and
they do special projects.
Special projects. So if someone contacts Lego saying, "Hey, we want something, we need someone to build this,"
like a
if
commissioning.
Lego can't handle it, they push it to those people in that region.
Okay.
And they get special access to like
to
bulk bricks. And,
right. To make the models, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's the guy that runs Bricks and Sticks.
Bricks and
okay.
Sticks. Yeah. And I was talking to him last week because I just was talking to him last week, and I'd like to actually maybe invite him into the shows too as well. So Graham, if you're listening, at some point, drop me a line. And not like I don't have your information, I can just drop you a line, but
yeah,
we'll figure it out. We'll do that maybe in the new year when we start back up, or maybe sooner. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If anybody wants to invite someone, let me know, or send them an invite, send them the link. It's fine by me.
Jeff and I did a show with Robin at the Toronto Museum.
Yeah, at the ROM. Yeah, well, we helped out one day.
We helped out. It was the weekend, and we were building the Sphinx.
Did you go all 3 days, or?
We went for 2. And
I was there for the Friday only.
And that was a lot of fun because he was doing shows. And
building out a Duplo too, which was interesting.
It was pretty big though.
yeah, but it was such a limited palette too. So it's like, well, how do I don't have a 1x3 or you don't have the odd sizes. So how do I do this? But
he was very personable, and he was very, very fun to hang out with for a couple of days.
Yeah, he's a great guy. So and the people at Lego Masters New Zealand are going to have fun with him.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll invite Santa.
There's a standing invite.
That can be
arranged. Guy with a beard?
That can be arranged.
We can invite Santa.
We can invite Santa, Jeff.
Yeah, he is Canadian.
That's right. He's Canadian. I know him personally. If my kids are watching, you know that I know Santa.
This is true. He is the best builder in the world. Okay, so David Sensier, that's your job. You need to get Santa on here before Christmas.
All right.
So actually, speaking of which, go ahead. Keep on talking. I'm just going to look something up.
I was just going to say, for people that I would like to meet, people that inspire me,
yes.
Chantel already mentioned one, definitely Boone. It was really because of Boone and his channel that I dived as deeply as I did into the Instagram and YouTube community back in 2020. And I just like, not only is he a good builder, but he's also just a good community builder. Like he just brings people together in a safe and great environment, makes it all awesome. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's great. So definitely him. I would say this might sound like I don't know what you'd call it, but Jang Bricks. I'd like to meet Jang Bricks.
Yeah, true. He seems a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
I
Again,
like
community
watching
builder. Yep. A great builder, also community builder as well. And just all around down to earth kind of guy. And Simon Liu. I'd like to meet Simon Liu.
Simon's an experience.
Yeah.
He is absolutely wonderfully awesome. He doesn't have a lot of ego. He doesn't have a lot of guile. He's just a pleasant experience to hang around with.
Yeah.
And Simon is local to us as well.
Yeah,
exactly. He's local. He's in our lug. And I think I've met less people than Chantel. Like I've literally met nobody in person yet. Not a single human being other than, what was his name? The gentleman that I met at the Lego store that was actually, he lives here in Cambridge.
That's cool. You should drive down to the Brick Shack, meet people there.
I want to. I really do.
Field trip this weekend. I'm available.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I met Simon one time in Toronto, and I was amazed. First of all, I was amazed by his builds, but most of all, I was amazed that he comes by my display. I was right next to Dave, and Dave was like super impressive, and I was like a little less impressive. And Simon comes by and said, "Hey, your stuff looks great," and I'm like, "Well, your stuff is amazing." So he's a great guy.
Simon's awesome. Always has.
I think, yeah.
I mean, memories that I've had of Simon in the past were just like when we first met, he would build these things, and they were absolutely amazing. But if you touch them, they would fall apart.
Yeah, when I was talking to him a while back, he said that it was known. He had a saying for, I don't remember it, but he's like, you can look at it, but you can't really move it very much or touch it.
Right.
In French, we call it, like, I'm going to translate here, but we have an expression here in Quebec. We say that it's holding together by fear.
By fear, yeah.
I have to stand the prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanging by a prayer. That would be I think the.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I aspire to get to in terms of mock building and particularly with real bricks. I'm getting a really good knack of digital design. I want to be able to build things in real life. For that, I need a lot more brick, like what you've got, Jeff or Dave.
All my bricks over at Jeff's place now. Don't worry about it.
Okay, perfect.
I know
where to visit.
And Jeff puts all his bricks into his castle. So
yeah.
So
I definitely like trendsetters with regards to, or jet setters rather, with regards to builders. People that do things that are definitely new, inspired maybe, but definitely new. And I try to be that way too, right?
Yeah. And I was going to say, most of the Instagram community, I'd love to meet a lot of those people as well.
Yeah, well, definitely.
Sure.
I mean, Brett, 100%. And I will meet Brett. I mean, that I honestly don't even need to say it because I will meet Brett.
Yeah. But will you meet him before you meet the rest of us?
No, I will probably meet you guys first. If we're going to get together this Saturday, then 100% I'll meet you first.
I've got a Commodore 64 box in my living room that I could offload at Dave's, no problem.
This is one of my most favorite builds. Simon gave it to me at one of our shows.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And
it's very fragile.
Is it fragile? Okay.
Don't move it.
So I did say that to him. I mentioned that to him a little while ago, and he said my builds have definitely gotten a little stronger since then. Like he's learned a lot and that. And I mean, his builds are amazing. We were sharing it there. Mocks on Flickr, probably on Instagram as well. Yeah, amazing builders for sure. And I just realized I'm just going to go back to the screen for a minute because I just looked over at an image. I'm like looking at this castle, and I'm like, oh wait, that's micro scale, and he's using
a brick separator,
a black
brick
separator.
It's not just like really detailed and like fragile, but it's also that he uses really unique pieces in different ways you don't expect.
Yeah.
it's like a whole nother experience. You get the build. plus
Again,
you get,
another
like,
one who's pushing the boundaries every time you build something.
Jeff, are you still with us? You're not
Yeah,
there.
I'm still here. Yeah,
Okay.
my camera just died.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Is there anybody that inspires you?
Yeah, there's a couple of people. I still would really like to meet Fazoom sometime. I met Chris or Mark the last time I was in Atlanta, and that was an experience. And I was super stressed out and super running all over the place. And like, it would be nice to meet Mark and hang out with Mark again when I wasn't like as stressed out as I was. Like, in all honesty, didn't really enjoy the moment, as it were. And but besides that, like, I don't know. With me, it's weird for like with Lego because it's Lego's there, and I appreciate it obviously. And, I do what I do, and yada shmada. And I've never been somebody to set a trend. I've never been somebody to go viral or blow up or whatever, And like I've been like okay with that. So like being inspired by other people happens all the time, but I think the people that I would want to meet are the ones that I get along with. Like, mostly everybody everybody in the stream.
Mostly everybody.
Mostly.
Yeah, mostly. Like, I want to sit down with Dave K and just talk Babylon 5 for hours with him because I think that you and I would both have a wonderful time with that.
So looking forward to the new show.
But I mean, like, as far as that goes, like, I would want to meet Boone and stuff like that. Rick's not the only one who's been on his show, but I'd want to hang out with Boone and like I definitely want to hang out with Hooper at one point just because Brett's a cool guy and he's just the people that I would rather just like socialize with and like, and if Lego happened to be there, great. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
sorry, I was gonna say going to conventions is totally a social thing too. It's like you look at their mocks for a little while, but then it's like let's just talk, right? Like.
And that's the great part about cons is that the socializing part is that you're meeting up with people who have
similar
basically the same interest as you do.
Sorry, a unique take on it because everybody at every convention that I've been to has a unique love of the brick and displays it the way
but basically we're all geeks and we're all like coming out of our basement, so we all like sci-fi, fantasy.
I'm in my basement.
I think we all are.
I'm in my basement too.
No, I'm in my basement.
That is awesome. We are all in our basement.
That's not true.
Oh,
it has to be unique, but he's American. They don't have basements.
Jeff's in his basement because they're renovating his house, and the whole.
You're on the lowest floor, right, Jeff? You're on the lowest floor of your house.
Oh, okay. Well, no.
See, he's going against the grade. I'm just saying we have to move the bell curve down because it's just funny.
I mean, there's a crawl space anyway. So, but yeah, just like I judge it on who can I just hang out with, and like I know that like when Rick and I would hang out eventually, because we will, buddy.
We will.
We're gonna sit there. We're gonna expand all we can with words, and then we're just gonna sit there and hang out and be like, "Yep,"
and have a beer.
That's basically that's who I would like to meet. People that like we get it. Yep, super excited to be here. We've done the talkie thing. We've gone round and round about Lego. I'm just gonna sit here and people watch, man. Is that cool with you? That's cool with me. Great. That's like I want to learn. I would want to learn how, Chris Fazoom does, the Neo space thing. But then I would also want to talk to David because David does it differently, and same with VW and same with basically everybody here. You know what I mean?
I think what most of us really want, at least speaking for myself, at least, is deeper connection than just the bricks, right?
This is a hobby. It's not the life.
It's not the person, right? You want to know the person
one of the coolest
behind
things about meeting everybody is that because we have that common interest, we already have a deep connection. We just don't even realize it, right?
Yeah, that's right. And then when you start to get into all the things, you're like, oh, this is so good. This is my family. Yeah.
See, that's why you should join us on Tons of Fun every Friday at 8 Central. Because we talk about that and more things.
Be there or be square.
Yes, Yvonne, both Dave and Rick have access to my account. And so every once in a while, they will just type something in the chat. We are working on fixing that. It's just we never get into it.
So you never know who you're getting. And both Rick and Jeff, just Jeff, appear on Just Jeff's show, Tons of Fun on Fridays. I missed last Friday, but I will be
At
there
8 p.m.
this Friday.
I appear there sometimes too.
And Jeff, Jeff was there this past Friday.
Yeah. So
I was in
That's
the chat.
surprising.
and yeah, Dave's in a lot of the chats and
Yes.
stuff
And
as
right,
well, so.
that's right.
I goof around in the chat.
And this Dave, he's just
Chantel
always
has been there before.
I
think.
just show up for this one. This is me.
once in a while, occasionally.
It is,
And I
yeah,
keep-
once in a blue moon. Expect to see
I
me
make
when
a point
you see me.
of showing up in all the chats that Jeff is streaming on to remind him how many weeks he has
Oh,
left.
yeah.
That's
I
classic.
can't
Stop
build right now
streaming!
because I'm
Build
ordering parts.
something!
I can't. I'm ordering parts. I don't have any parts. There's no. I do not have 50% of the parts that I need right here. Right here.
So, Jeff, just Jeff. No, not just Jeff. Jeff VW. Are you legitimately saying you will make a trip down to Hamilton this weekend? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Really?
I have a
That's
car that has had horrible fuel mileage because I haven't left my freaking city since I got it. And I have to run out to Hudson's Bay at some point to return something I ordered online because it's just easier to return it than to ship it back. And if I'm already on the road, I might as well keep on going.
Okay.
So,
I will. And Chantel, you're up for.
Yep.
How about you, Dave K?
I will check with the missus, but I don't see a problem with me not going to
That's
Brick
not
Shack.
my writing.
That works out perfectly because I have to meet Carol from our lug because she parts me from Nova Scotia.
Really,
Oh,
Carol?
cool.
Be there,
Is
yeah.
Carol in town?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I haven't seen her in years either. We knew her. She used to be in our lug before she was in your what? Wait, this just sounds like she was my lug first.
Now she has her own lug in Nova Scotia.
And David Sincere, I'm simply assuming you're going to jump on a plane and meet us there, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wait,
Or do
there
you
must
have
be a
hockey
hockey
that
game.
day?
There must be
Is
a
it
hockey
hockey
practice
that
in
day?
Toronto.
Yeah, there's hockey that day.
Is hockey
Yeah,
that?
like you can just take your son to the practice in Hamilton.
Yeah.
We got lots of rinks here.
First of all, it's a game. Second of all, it's at 3:00.
What's that kid in a different uniform doing on the rink? He's playing okay. Let him
Yeah,
keep
you'd
going.
never know. You'd never know.
I mean, my passport's still good. Where am I flying?
Hamilton
Fly up to
Airport?
Hamilton, Ontario.
I'll pick
Assuming
you
you can
up.
fly to Hamilton. If not Toronto, and I'll pick you up at the airport.
Okay, I gotta sleep on somebody's couch because I'm broke.
I'm
We have couches.
solo for the weekend. No kids, so done.
I'm sleeping on my couch, so that's taken. Sorry.
Oh man.
Oh. And now the marital problems of Rick. here
Marital
on
problems
CBB.
are on the big screen.
And I mean, if anybody is watching this in chat or in the future, in the next few days between now and Saturday, drop us a
Swim
line.
across the Atlantic.
Drop us a line, put a comment in the chat, and I'll try and read them, and we can pass the details on as well. Because we haven't figured out a time yet, have we?
No.
No,
So we'll figure it out.
but I'm getting kind of excited.
Woohoo!
Cool.
I haven't been there in a couple weeks, so I'm looking forward to getting back there.
I've
I
never
haven't been
there
to
in my life.
Hamilton in a month and a half.
My
Dave,
wife
I
said,
don't need
like
Rick.
on a Saturday, she says, we should go over see Jamie. And I said, and we never get there.
Great. Now my sister's inviting you over, Jeff. So
Did I show you what I got last week? I think I did, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
No? Did
Okay,
you?
that's fine.
Okay, sure.
And I showed it.
Cool. So, anyways, I guess we'll start wrapping it up unless anybody else wants to say something before we head out.
Jeff's
I actually
information
have a
of mine.
question.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
So remember I'm seeing on the Brick Fan when I was scrolling down to the promos. I
Yeah.
remember seeing about the brick packs, VIP packs that they're gonna do.
Yes.
I never end up seeing it on the VIP page as an award you can earn. When did that happen with those? Does anybody know?
It actually, I think they did it in a small market. I think it was in the UK or one of those smaller markets. So not that UK is smaller, but they did it as a trial in one of the smaller areas to see how it would work. And I haven't heard anything since then about that. But yeah, I
Maybe
mean,
it didn't work.
Actually, hold on. Let me just pull that up because
Well, just pulling that up, I'm just going to say that Jeff is also one of my most biggest inspirations because whatever he tackles for
on
this
top?
hobby, he gets right into it. Like for
Totally.
BrickFet or our shows or this thing, Jeff BW is like a huge inspiration
Yeah,
for his
totally.
dedication and just appreciation of love of community building. It's just
And
unbelievable.
I must say that, Jeff, you're so versatile that you do cities, you do castle, you do space, and you do all those things like
On that
amazing.
specific note, a whole bunch of BrickFets that Jeff tried to have a mock in every single
Stop.
theme. Like every single theme we'd have. Like we had the 13 themes. Jeff tried to have a mock in each one of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I don't think I actually succeeded at that, but I
that guy.
tried. I tried.
That guy right over there. He's
Because I remember the second Brick Fight in Montreal, you came in and you had like a few space mocks. You had your big rover there, and you had your city layout, and like it was amazing.
yeah.
So
Yeah, that
was
was the second Montreal Brickfest that we did. We had a bigger venue.
Yeah.
And our turnout was a little low for that one. I think it was that the one that was during the Montreal Indie at the same weekend.
Yeah, during the Montreal Grand Prix.
Yeah. So we had a lower turnout even for AFOLs and stuff. And I remember that I brought the trailer full of mocks, and when we figured it out, I had about 33% of the floor was my mocks. It's like, okay, I'm burning too much. But we still had lots of space in there, and it filled it up nicely. But anyways, my niece in her community in northern Quebec has been they've had a COVID outbreak, the first one they've had. So the first cases they've had came out in the last two weeks. So my niece is, she's I was gonna say she's infected, but I meant to say she's vaccinated. But they're in their first lockdown ever, like their first official lockdown, because they actually have the COVID in town. But anyways, and obviously I didn't say this because I was talking. Oh, this is Rick, by the way. So she was feeling better today. She said she just had a runny nose. So
that's good.
Anyway, so Chantel, sorry. Two of the sets are still listed here on Brickset. So I'm assuming that maybe the first one was they had a couple other ones. 40514. Let me just open this up. I'm trying to click on the actual StreamYard screen as opposed to this. This set has not been released yet, but the spooky one.
Yeah, I figured this one would be released for Halloween, but then
that's what I had assumed too. And I'm just trying to see if there's any information on if it was released, because it's no longer. This item's not available or not listed at Brickset.
I like the Dave Keon hockey card. That's great.
I don't even know. I don't even have hockey cards, so I don't know why that's coming up. There's no information on
Jeff
these
is
ones.
shopping for underwears and hockey cards.
And Dave Keon hockey cards, not just any hocky cards, but the
I
greatest Maple Leaf ever in the history of Maple Leafs.
I want to get involved in hockey too, Dave. No.
Then you should be looking for Daryl Sittler hockey cards, because he's the best Leaf player in the history of the franchise.
Or Daryl Sittler underwear. I mean, either one.
Kill two birds with one rock.
We'll let you know before we get to Daryl Sittler hockey cards in his underwear. Let's.
Wow.
That went somewhere really fast. That was
you went there.
Skates and underwear.
So Chantel, I don't
picked
know
up your search
where,
criteria.
Google doesn't
I don't know whatever happened with these things either. I mean, that was the last I had heard, that they were going to release them in a small market as a test with the ambassadors or with the VIPs. But I never actually heard anything beyond that. So if
never released them. So.
Yeah, homework for the week. We'll try and find out.
Take care, Yvonne.
Bye, Yvonne.
Love you too, Yvonne.
And
Bye, Yvonne.
Yeah. Anyways. Oh, she's stuck there for Christmas now?
Ooh, wow.
This is going to be the first time we saw her in like 2 years. Anyway, what can you do? All right. So, anyways, why don't we'll end the stream here, and we'll see you guys next week. So,
Alrighty.
thanks for coming.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Bye, everybody.